Hello YouTube, Silver Falcon 60 here, and here it is, my long-awaited 1-year collection. It's not really the whole thing, it's actually the constitutional and the international constitutional. I'm making up a word here, but this is basically the government-minted coinage, and I'll have another presentation in a couple days on all the other things, my bars and rounds and so on and so forth. And as you can see to the right there's Doggy. He's my other security system. So people tend to listen when he barks and stay away. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, I've got little cards here. I'm going to really not say a whole lot, to be honest with you. I'm going to let you read the cards, and you can pause if you like and see what I've got, get a closer look. Up in the left-hand corner, I've got, well, as you can see, I've got my 40% and my 35% on the top there. I've got my blue Ikes, my brown Ikes, and I've got some other Ikes and little cards there, and I've got a Ike there in, as you can see, in that plastic, which was how it, much like how a lot of the Silver Eagles come today. It was born, if you will, in that little cellophane sleeve, and they got the blue Ikes there. I didn't take them all out because honestly, this took me 3 hours, and that would take me another half an hour. Plus, I would have been ripping things. I didn't want to do that. Again, there's one brown Ike, but that's representative of the other ones. I've got my 40% JFKs here, right there, and I've got my nickels, my war nickels. Oh my goodness, some of the dirtiest coins you'll ever come across, but there they are, the war nickels. Let's come down here to the second row. We've got my Morgans. I've got them in capsules. Some of them are better than others, but I just thought I'd put them in capsules because, I mean, they're over, 140 years old. They don't need to take much more of a beating. The piece dollars are just in better shape, but I want to keep that way. So I spent a little extra and put them in capsules also. Then I got my barbers. These actually are all in tubes. I don't put them in bags. I put them in tubes. But there they are, and that's almost a tube, I believe. I've got some slabs here. I'll come in here. You can see what I've got. I've got some quarters, Washingtons. I've got a couple Frankies, and I've got a couple JFK, and I've got a Rosie. Okay, those are all silver. Then I've got the Walking Liberty. As you can see, I've got about a little over 2 rolls. Each row you see is a roll, and then whatever's left over is a partial roll. Frankies, as you can see, I've got a lot of those. I've got almost 3 rolls of those. JFKs, I've got 2 rolls, and I've got a few extras. Okay, and then I've got over here in the cellophane, I've got a 90% proof set. I don't know if I'm gonna pursue that or not. I think I'm okay just doing the loose coinage. I don't know if I'm going to pursue the proof coins. They seem to be worth the same now as they were 30 years ago. Okay, so we've got, I'm leaning over the table here, Staying Liberties. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I've got a couple. I've got, coming up on a roll, half a roll actually, of Barbers. I've got a little more than a roll of Washington quarters. I've got the Seated Liberties, and someone asked me in the previous video if I was going to take them out of the cardboard. I don't know. I may. They come that way. I might just leave them. You know what? Maybe I'll make a tube. I'm not sure. We got the Barbers, Dimes. We got the Mercs. I got a whole bunch of those. I've got a whole bunch of Rosies. And over here to the right, I don't have identification for them, but I've got the 1890s Expo $half. I've got these guys here, the Booker T. Washington quarters, okay, from the 1950s, okay, and who's his friend there? Washington Carver, that's correct. Pardon me. And I've got Seated Liberty quarters, just kind of on their own, okay. Okay, what I meant to do was, and I didn't think about it till afterwards. As you can see, here's the whole thing. I was going to put the Americas all together, and I got going with the British, and I kind of forgot that. So let's move on. We've got Great Britain, and as you can see, I've got a Queen Victoria, and later on, if I remember, and so I'm going to go over this nice and slow, so you'll have a chance to go back yourself. But as Queen Victoria got older, so did the face on her coin. That's kind of funny how that works. Got the 50% half crown, 50% 2 shillings, and again, I'm just going to pan back here a bit. Okay, 6 pence, okay, 92 and a half to sterling, and the 50%, 4 pence sterling, 3 pence sterling, 3 pence, 50%. Okay, and I'm going to stay in Europe here. So I'm going to come over here. Now we're in Germany. Okay, in case you're worried, the controversial coins, I don't know if I say controversial. It's not like people are arguing for it. Okay, everyone agrees, that one symbol is, well, normal people recognize that that symbol is not very nice. So I put them face down. Just out of respect of whoever might be overly offended. But again, it's a piece of history. I got a 50 mark coin up there. Okay. Let's see. We got these guys down here. The 5 marks, and the symbol in question is upside down. This is the Olympic coin right here, 1972 Olympics. Okay. You can see some dates on here. If there's a price on there, I probably didn't pay that, but I might have in some cases. I don't know. Netherlands. And of course, next time I do this, I'm going to spell Netherlands correctly. You're going to see a lot of coins. I'm going to show you here in a minute. I have these by continent with a little glaring exception coming up here in a minute. But there's the coins there, the guldens. Okay. And 64% regular cent pieces. Curacao is actually in the Central America, but it's part of the Netherlands. So I didn't want to go crazy, which one does it go with, but all right, I put those two together. Honestly, I meant to put Curacao with Central America, I just forgot. Okay, Austria, that's it. That's my Austrian representative here, the 2 Corona piece. Okay. Asia, my Asia coins right here, the Philippines, 75%. Okay, there it is. The 50, 20, and the 10 cent. Before that, we had the Philippines under U.S. administration. That was kind of like right after World War II time frame, which actually before and during also. 50, 20, and 10 cent. The same denominations. They're all 75%. Okay, they're all 75% that I have. There might be others out there. The next time you see any of these, it's going to be after I fill up a tube, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing this again. I don't know how Silver Slacker and all those guys who break tables do this. All right. This was, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I was happy to do it. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this, but this took up a day. Here's Mexico, 72% across. 100 pesos, 5 pesos, 1 peso, 10 cents is up on top there because it kind of blends into the tablecloth, and 50 cents. The centavos, actually, right there, the 3 of them in the lower right-hand corner. And we're still sleeping. Oh, he's on duty. Don't kid yourself. He looks like he's asleep, but don't try anything. He's on the ball here. Morocco, Africa. Okay, we're in the continent of Africa now. The dirham, 60% and 72%. Honestly, I have no idea how much a dirham is, but there they are. And a lot of times these go by year. As the years go by, that particular country tended to reduce the amount of silver in order to save costs. Okay, now our money is made of trash. South Africa, and let me hang on. Excuse my hand. There we go. South Africa. There's shillings, and we've got, of course, the British. Again, you can learn a lot about history. The British coins are on the faces are on the African coins. Okay, and I think that's interesting. Okay, Okay, coming across here. Coming to Balboa's. Oh, no, let's stay with the Balboa's. Panama. Okay, these guys here are actually 40%, but these guys up here are all 90%. And this guy here is a Centissimo. I'm not exactly sure. When I was doing this, he kind of got left out of the mix, so I apologize for that. But one Balboa, half Balboa, 25, a quarter of a Balboa, and a tenth of a Balboa. And they fit in this tubes that the United States money goes into. It fits in there very nicely. And then we'll come over here to Canada. Okay, and there's Canada there. And again, 25 cents. And here we go. The African uses the monarchs from Britain and their monetary system. Canada uses the monarchs from Britain and the United States system. I don't know if it's the United States, but the same as the United States uses. Okay, and we come down here, and there's your 80%. And there's some other funny stuff, like there was one year when everything went from 80% to 50% or 90% to zero, and you have to be careful on those years because a lot of dealers will just split the difference. They'll make you buy two coins, figuring one of them must be the higher value, and then you just pay in the middle. I don't know. You could be getting two pieces of garbage, and you're paying in the middle for something. I don't know. But in any event, I'm trying to... Here she is, right here. Let's see if I can find her. Hold on a second. There she is, right there. You can see the Queen. There was an 11-year difference here. I guess she was a lot. Well, I'm not gonna insult her, but she got a little older in those 11 years. And this was, what was this? This was the British British shilling. Okay, and this is in the 1800s. Victoria goes back a ways. Well, there you have it. This is again my constitutional and what I affectionately call my international constitutional. And I'm going to go ahead, pack this up. Next couple days or so, I'm going to go ahead and do a rest of the silver. Hold on a second. There she is. Okay, she was just sitting right where she was yesterday, or actually this morning, and she just moved over there. I guess she needed a change of venue. I hope I didn't wake her up. But as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and next couple of days pull out everything else I've got, and you can see the whole rest of it. But I could have jammed it all on here, but I like the idea of the cards, and I wanted to have that and make a nicer presentation rather than just stack everything up. But this table does pull out, so what I'm thinking of is maybe on my 5-year video, I'll go ahead and put the leaf in, and because it's going to take up half the room, and maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Well, like, comment, subscribe. I apologize for the length, and I will see you in a couple days on my full silver, everything other than money video.